just survived my first night camping in the woods alone. Hooray. Bodega Nemo and PM Dubs are about a mile and a half. They're 1.7 ahead at the next shelter. And last night I got here to this adorable spring at about like 7:40, and I knew that I wasn't going to make it to the shelter before dark. And there are some really nice campsites right here, so I figured I would just go ahead and set up camp, and I'm really glad I did. It didn't feel as freaky to sleep by myself as I thought it would. And it's an established campsite. There was a comment on Far Out, the map I use, that said that there was a bear spotted here a couple days ago. So I was very vigilant about my bear hang. It's over there. And it's a good one. Good redemption from the last couple bear hangs that were sufficient but not great. So, you try what you can. The goal today is 16 miles, maybe more. I did 13.9 yesterday, and today I would actually like to do 22 miles. So we're going to see where I am when I hit the shelter at 16.2, and if it's like 2 o'clock, then I'm going to keep going. Right now it's like 7 a.m. Maybe it's still 6:30. It's 6:45 a.m. So I'm gonna get down my bear bag, take down camp, make some coffee, eat some ramen, and then just start walking. I'm also gonna stretch. I'm gonna stretch before I go too. I had a really good night of sleep. I feel good. And I really appreciate the weather right now. It's not raining. And the high today is 80. So this morning right now, the weather is like 60 something degrees. So it was really easy to wake up and put on my clothes, which I always appreciate weather like that. So I'll just talk to you later. I'll probably catch up with Bodega and Captain Nemo because they tend to get a late start. I'll probably see them actually in like an hour. They might still be asleep. PM Dubs is thinking about shuttling into Damascus and then making up the miles later, so I might not see him for a while. Yeah, but we're on track to hit Damascus tomorrow morning for not tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon for trail days. I'm 34 miles away, which is perfectly attainable. I did not think we would make it, that I would make it. I thought I would have to shuttle in and then make up the miles after trail days. But it looks like I'm just going to walk right into Damascus. So that's really exciting. And let's hope my legs hold up. Hey there. I have no idea if I'm in the frame. Maybe that's better. I don't know. I'm here at, I think it's called Iron Mountain Shelter. I'm taking a little snack break. I'm not gonna hit 20 something miles today like I told you that I might, which that was a big maybe. I'm gonna do the 16 miles. I'm so tired today. It's been, the last few days have been a lot. I did 13.9 yesterday. The day before that we did 18 miles, which was my biggest day yet. The day before that was like 10 or 12 or something like that. It's just been tough. It's been rainy. Today's really sunny. It's like 80 degrees. It's actually like too hot. I have Pedialyte in my water to keep the electrolytes up. And so I'm taking a little snack break here. The shelter in front of me is making a lot of weird sounds. I don't know what animals are thumping into it, but it's freaking me out. Yeah, so I got word from a couple people that there's trail magic up ahead, which I always look forward to. That's a huge morale booster, but it's far away. I'm still like 5 miles away from it. the terrain should be getting easier going into Damascus, but like not for another few miles. It's still a lot of uphill and back downhill, and my legs hurt, like mostly just from tiredness. I'm not like in pain like I sometimes am, so I'm just having a little Sour Patch Kids break. I always eat my snacks with a fork or a spoon. I have a fork with me, but I try not to touch anything with my fingers if possible. I also have my peanut butter here. Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. But all in all, I'm gonna make it to Damascus tomorrow, probably like late afternoon, early evening, because I'm gonna stop at 16 miles today, which means that I'll have to do a little over 17 miles tomorrow. But they should be pretty easy 17 miles based on what everybody says. So I'm just gonna get as early of a start as I can, and once I get into Damascus, I'll be able to rest, at least by not carrying my pack. It's really gonna be a giant party for an entire weekend, so we'll see how I enjoy that. I'm not like a big party person, but it'll be cool to reconnect with hikers that I haven't seen in a while and to see what it's all about. I'm excited to see, and then also I'm really hoping there's a lot of free food and maybe some like gear giveaways. That's like my big hope there. Mostly the free food. I would like a lot of cheeseburgers. If you're curious about what I crave out here, it's cheeseburgers, fruits and vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables, pizza, Capri Suns. I really like Capri Suns. And yeah, that's about it. And soda. Sometimes I really want a good soda. But usually it's the cheeseburgers. I think about cheeseburgers and like tomatoes and cucumbers. Yeah. So maybe the Trail Magic Applehead will have that. So I'm gonna finish eating my Sour Patch Kids, and then I'm gonna keep hiking, because no way but forward, right? Okay, bye. I'm not sure if you can see the cows over there, but there are cows there. Now I'm in this cool field. Wow. I missed the Trail Magic. I don't know when they packed up and left, probably when they ran out of stuff. But I got down there right after 4 o'clock and there was nothing. And I'm really disappointed. I was really at least looking forward to filling up my water bottle, because I skipped a couple water sources and now I have to walk like another, I don't know, mile and a half to the next water source. So I'm just gonna walk through this field. I'm trying not to be too disappointed. No Trail Magic is guaranteed. It's like really a giant bummer when 2 people tell you there's Trail Magic up ahead, as though like the Trail Magic is gonna be there all day, and then you get there too late. Oh well. Damascus tomorrow. I still have food. That's no problem. It's just not gonna be whatever they had there. And I just wanted a Gatorade. I really want a red Gatorade right now. Maybe tomorrow. At least we have pretty flowers. And this big field. And there's trees over there. It shouldn't be super hard hiking from here to the shelter. Not long until I get to go to bed. Yay. Bye. Well, it looks like this will be my second night ever camping by myself. It looks like I have the shelter entirely to myself, which I kind of expected as I was walking up. I think I would have been surprised to see somebody here, because what a lot of people do the day before trail days is what somebody just referred to in passing a few minutes ago. Somebody was like, "Are you doing a marathon day?" And so I think that's what everybody did today who was camping at the shelter that, the first shelter that I passed this morning, not the one that I had my lunch break at. But that was a 24-mile day, not quite a marathon. Yeah, it's not quite a marathon. But the shelter, another like 9 miles ahead. Maybe it's another 11. It's another distance. It's a distance I'm not doing. It's 8 miles. It's 8 more miles ahead. I think that's where everyone is tonight because it's only 10 miles away from entering Damascus. So either people made it to Damascus today or they're 10 miles away from Damascus, or I passed a bunch of slack packers today. There's a hostel, Boots Off Hostel, 20, 30 something miles away from here, which I stopped at yesterday for a resupply. And I ate a whole pizza and a whole pint of ice cream because that's what I needed. I needed even more food than that, but that's what I ate while I was there. It was they offer aqua blazing, which you can kayak a distance on Watauga Lake and skip like 21 miles of walking the trail and kayak 12 instead, which a lot of people do that. And then they also offer slack packing, which they drive you 21 miles ahead to Tennessee 19, and you'll walk back to the hostel throughout the day. And I just didn't want to spend the money on that, on either of those things, because you also have to stay at the hostel in order to do that. Do you see the gnats flying around me right now? It's fine. Anyway, I'm glad I have the shelter to myself here. At least like I'll be able to sleep in the shelter tonight and get a really early start tomorrow morning so I can just knock out the 17 miles. I am tired. I walked real slow getting in here. It's, I might not be the fastest hiker, but I still get there in the end. It's okay. And I'm just grateful to be here before sundown. I have plenty of time to look for a good tree to hang my food. I can get more water, I can cook dinner, and I can take some time to stretch. I think I might eat a double dinner. I'm gonna have teriyaki rice and probably ramen after that, and maybe a Snickers bar. I'm gonna try to save the Snickers bar for tomorrow. I'll need that. Like in my brain, I'm like, oh, 17 miles, it'll be okay. I've done 18. But my first time doing 18 was literally 2 days ago. And my body is clearly tired and rebelling against me for that. So I'm excited for 2 days off from hiking on Saturday and Sunday so I can kind of let my muscles recover. I'm not too worried about the 17 tomorrow because it's mostly downhill. It should be pretty easy, but today was harder than it should have been for me because I'm pushing myself a little too hard, a little too soon. Everybody acclimates differently, and in an effort to keep up with my friends, I have been pushing a little bit too hard. So it's important to listen to my body, and I know that I'll see them all at trail days. I'm just not going to get there right when they get there, but they'll be there when I'm there. So I'm sure I'm still going to have just as good of a time. And hopefully I'll get a spot in Tent City, and hopefully there's hammocking there. I hear there is hammocking there, so we'll see how that goes. I'm a little nervous about walking into the thick of it, but everything's a new experience out here, so we're just gonna ride it out. I'm gonna enjoy another night of solitude before I'm around 25,000 people. I heard somebody say that's how many people are at trail days, and I kind of hate the idea of that. But I'm very excited to get to Virginia, and I'm excited for hopefully a lot of free food. And maybe some food I have to pay for as well, you know? I get it. Anyway, talk to you later.